All right, guys, we're back. Episode 2 of the Dylf show. For all 80 people that watched it, it's probably about 40 of them were me. 40 of those views. It's but you know what? It's weird. YouTube's weird, dude. I can't figure it out yet. And I've been doing a little bit of research on it, on like what to do as far as getting more traction.
I don't know shit about any of this.
I think we should delegate job positions here between the both of us. I was thinking about this. Was like, we'll both handle the visual and lighting. You handle the audio.
Yeah.
I'll handle the marketing shit aspect of it.
Yeah.
Getting on the social media. You should make an appearance here and there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You get the passwords.
Yeah. I mean, you see what I do with my own Instagram. It's. I don't know. I'm not sure about
I'll handle the majority of that.
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah, and some of the stuff I was looking up was super useful because I didn't know what was that. I don't know anything about it. So, having the option to do the shorts, like those little 1-minute videos, are great. I guess it seems to be more traction off that. Like when we put the other one up, it was like 1,300 views, like real quick.
So that's what I was thinking. Like you said, doing almost like a sketch comedy. Just, I guess we touch on different subjects, and we've gotten into, like, I was looking at the last podcast, and there's cool little stories in it that start and finish, and it's just like little blocks. Like if we could do little videos on those, and not even the whole thing, just kind of like get people like, oh shit. It's actually a pretty funny story, like the one of LA. You stole the car.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing at like my reaction listening to you.
Right.
You know?
It's a funny story.
It's a fucking cool story.
You know? It was almost like, dude, where's my car? But in real life.
Yeah, the funny thing, I was thinking that. Like, dude, where's my car? But I didn't think you were going with that way with it. But
not that extreme.
No.
No,
but,
not that extreme. But I mean...
It was fun. It was fun doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I got stories for days. You know what I mean? It's like whenever I go out, I feel like things find me. You know?
Listen to this story. When you send me the link to the to the podcast, I'm walking around the mall with Jess. Jess is my girlfriend, by the way. Listening to it like loud.
Nice.
And all she hears I want to bang a midget. She's like, oh, God.
Did she watch any of it?
I don't think so. See, I asked her, I'm like, did you watch it? She goes, no.
I got time for that shit.
No, she she knows. Just by that.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't even want to hear the rest of it. You guys are...
it's not her cup of tea.
Yeah, her brand of vodka is a little softer. But that's the reaction that... not that I want, but it's more of like, got the attention because it's. I mean, shit, it's funny.
Yeah,
you know, just her reaction is like, "Oh God."
My parents watched it.
Did they?
Yeah.
What do they think?
They were fucking nuts. And you can't be talking like that. I'm like, that's how I talk. Like, do I always have to be in business mode? Like, I can't always be in business mode.
No.
You know.
No, I mean, shit. There's people that are, but like, I don't want to be that way, and I also don't want to be forced to be that way just because, oh, well, you're a professional. This and that. Yeah, I'm a professional, but I mean, so there's a lot of comedians that are professionals.
Yeah, but they're comedians. They get away with a lot.
That's what I'm saying. I think this is our opportunity to also be comedians.
Sure.
We're comedians on our own right.
Yeah.
In our own time. Now we have, we have an outlet.
I mean, there's different types of comedy, right? So between stand-up comedy, sketch comedy, sitcoms.
Dude, I've seen some brutal fucking like stand-up
shit.
Like, wow, this guy's a comic. Like shit,
I told you the first time I saw one, man. I went to an open mic, and I was watching this, and I'm like, I just sat and watched it because I enjoy it as a fan of comedy. I like it. I always have. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, and some stuff like it does take a lot for me to laugh because I have a pretty raw sense of humor. So if I go somewhere and it's a clean act, like I can appreciate it. It's not going to crack me up like some other stuff, though. I'm not talking like aggressively raw.
Like
but
Andrew Dice Clay.
I like Andrew Dice Clay. I think what he did was brilliant.
Yeah.
But
would that work today?
No.
Yeah.
God no. God no. Have you ever gone back and watched some of it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking great.
The funny thing is that I was watching the playing back of the podcast. I'm like, I went the whole Andrew Dice Clay. Fuck this.
A lot of
that.
F-bombs.
Yeah. I
And
only
I
noticed
edited
it
some
when
out.
Did you?
No.
Oh.
No.
But I'm conscious of it. And I'll try to keep it clean.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's if it just happens to fall out, it falls out.
Yeah.
You know.
I just, unconsciously, I mean, shit. The other day, I was talking to my mom. My mom drops a bunch of F-bombs, except she does it with an accent.
Yeah.
She likes to say motherfucker a lot, but she's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And, when she gets pissed off. Mind you, she's a church lady.
Yeah.
So it's awesome hearing her lose her shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my mom swears like a fucking trooper. Mm-hmm. My dad does too.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know it. He drops a lot of F-bombs.
So we've been on a lot of walkthroughs and so his dad's my realtor. So whenever we one of the last houses, not last houses, but the one on Camden over there, we're walking with an inspector. And he's like this. He's right next to me. Hits me the elbow. He's like, shut the fuck up. This guy right here, he ain't checking shit.
Oh, he wasn't checking.
No, he wasn't checking. He's like, you're fucking lucky he ain't checking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
seriously.
But, I've had conversation. The funny thing is, he does this like, this fucking guy over here.
Yeah.
Oh, this fucking pants.
Yeah. Well, that's like my landlord, dude. I told you I do.
Yeah, I met the guy.
I want to do a sketch with him. Not with him, but based on his character.
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking character and a half. He talks like this. There's fucking people upstairs, I'm telling you. They haven't paid me the fucking rent on time. They don't want to take out their garbage cans. I got to fucking, they take them out. I got to bring them in. I can't do this shit. 52 years old. I can't be doing this. I'm like, 52. You're not that fucking old.
Yeah, I mean.
But he's a character.
I remember I saw him cut the grass and he looks at me like,
yeah, typical Italian dude.
Fuck you doing over here?
Nice guy. He's a nice guy, but he's a character and a half, and he'd be a great, he needs his own show.
Yeah, he's a trip.
But it's where I was going with that was all these premises that I have are great for writing up sketches. Tougher to write into a stand-up routine. Finding the punchline is different for a stand-up routine than it is for a sketch. Yeah, acting it out.
I can see. I don't know. I think the sketches will be they're funner to do, particularly because you don't. I mean, shit. You know, it's like us taking pictures of ourselves. It's like this video doing saying stupid shit.
Yeah.
Stand up. You have a responsibility to the people in front of you, and most of them are there to like tear you down. This fucking bum.
Yeah, I think the expectations are pretty low usually when people go and see stand up, unless they know who they're going to see.
That's true.
Right? If they don't know you, I know it is for me. I'm like, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know how he's going to be. So it's tough to, I don't know, gauge it, right?
Yeah.
If you're up there. Like I went last night to go.
Oh, how'd that go?
Well, I didn't go.
Oh.
I went, but I'm a little under the weather today, so I'm feeling a little shitty. And last night I was starting to feel like, not good. I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm not going to get on until like 11 o'clock. Because I got to sign up ahead of time, dude. Like, I got to sign up hours before.
Okay.
To get, like, I don't want to go first.
Yeah.
But I'd like to go, if it starts at 8, I'd like to go around like 9.
Okay.
And go do it. But last night, I was fading quick, and I'm like, I'm going to sleep. I got to get out of here. So, we'll see. If I start to feel better this week, not worse. Yeah. You might be watching a live transmission of COVID-19 to somebody else.
What?
I said they might be watching a live transmission of COVID-19 to use somebody else.
People start looking at their Instagram. Like,
Ivan's got COVID. No, I tested today. I had to test for it because I got to work tomorrow. So I'm like, I'll test today for it. It was negative. Like, I'll test tomorrow before I go to work.
Yeah.
Even if it's positive, I'm still going. I have to, man. I got to work. I just don't come near me. Like, don't come near me. That's all.
6 feet, is it?
6 feet.
Is that still a thing?
No, I think 3 feet is actually the thing now.
Really?
3 feet. 3 feet in 5 days.
That's still too close, man.
That's too close. I don't want anybody that close, dude. Yeah. When COVID happened and they gave that like social distance thing, I loved it. I'm like, oh, nice. Like, you're in line. Nobody's breathing on your fucking neck anymore.
I'm still fucking like, hey, back up.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
But then I realized, I'm like, oh yeah, they took that Mandate off. But I like that space.
Yeah.
You know?
I never did it for the Mandate. I did it because it was awesome to not have someone next to me that close anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I never liked it to begin with.
Some people don't know how close is too close.
You ever meet a close talker?
Yeah.
Right up in your face?
Even worse, one that has bad breath.
I have a couple of those.
And then they want to whisper everything.
Self-talkers.
Like, nah, chill, man. You fucking half of the face melting and shit. No. Your beard curling up. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I don't.
Dude, that's why I'm surprised you don't like Seinfeld. Like, there's so many things that happen in day-to-day life that you would be able to relate to. Like a soft talker, close talker. Like, that was a whole episode.
Was it?
Yeah. A guy was like a super close talker. You run up on him, you just start talking, and be all up in your face. And it's like, no, then they had another episode for a soft talker. Someone that's like this a little bit. And then he didn't know what the fuck she was saying. So, like, she was a designer. Yeah. And I guess when they were talking, he was just like, oh, okay, yeah, that's great. That's nice. He didn't know what she was saying. What so happened was he was going on the morning show. Yeah. Because Jerry's a comedian, right? And he agreed to wear a shirt that she was making called the Puffy shirt. And it's like a puffy shirt. It looks like a fucking pirate shirt. It's hideous looking. So he comes in.
Wow, they're looking like Prince.
It was fucking great, dude. And it was just, it's something that would happen. Like I know when I talk to a soft talker, man, a lot of times I'm just like, oh yeah. I don't know what they're saying.
I think I'm the soft talker, right? I don't know, man. Sometimes people are like, huh?
All right, maybe a soft talker, but you're not a low talker. Someone like volume is low.
No. So I hear myself loud and clear in my head.
Yeah.
And it's because I have a heavy voice. So, so I try not to sound belligerent. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, we're going to have to cut that right
now. But that's what I feel like people hear when they try to... My uncle, oh my God. He is the most obnoxious talker, bro. Because he sounds like a grizzly, just regular. And then he yells. And then when he starts drinking, forget about it. So sometimes I picture myself like that. Like, you know, if I'm talking too loud, people might be like, damn, but relax, you know, I'm right here. Yeah. But then sometimes I think it's too low, you know? Because
I've never had a complaint that you were too low.
No?
No.
Oh, well.
I would tell you.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking, like...
Jess, she's like, huh? Like, am I talking too low? Is it like, you know?
No. I used to mumble a lot myself, so I had to be cognizant of that.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. A lot of mumbling.
I've gotten that too.
Mumbles.
Yeah, I've gotten that too. Like, you know, like talk between my teeth. like grunts and growl.
Yeah, it's so I just had to be cognizant of that. You know, and what helps is talking on camera. Huh. Because you look at yourself and you listen to yourself and you're like, oh, okay.
I got to say, this is probably the first time I've listened to myself speak more than just like little clips.
The audio was better the second half.
Yeah, way better. Hopefully this is, you know, good all the way through. So.
Speaking of bears, dude, I've been watching this show, Bear versus Wolf. Have you seen this?
No.
Very cool. I think it's on...
Bear versus Wolf.
It might be Disney. Yeah, and it's a documentary of a brown bear.
Okay.
And I think it might be like Finland or some shit like that.
It's not the one where it does cocaine, is it?
No. That fucking looks awesome, though. Doesn't that movie look incredible?
I thought it was a fake movie when I saw it. Like, you know.
Yeah.
They mentioned, what is it, Cocaine Bear or some shit like that?
Yeah, something like that. And it's based off a true story.
That's what real. I'm like, there's no possible way.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I don't know.
And then it's a movie. And then it's like a serious movie, too.
Have you watched it?
No. Is it out?
I thought so. I thought it was on theater. Oh, really?
Yeah. I think it's coming on the theater.
I would go to the theater for that.
Yeah.
Could be fun, dude.
Yeah.
Get fucked up and go to watch see that movie.
Cocaine Bear, bro. A bear that did, what was it, like 5 kilos of blow?
Yeah. Where is that? Let's look that up.
I don't know.
That could be good because we could, if it's not out yet, right? Or if it's not going to theater, it's going to just straight to Netflix, and we'll put a link up for it, and people can and watch it because
Cocaine Bear.
I type in COC,
Yep.
finishes off Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
Right out the way. Like Cocaine Bear, 2023 comes out next year. A thriller and a dark comedy.
So what's the story behind that?
I'll tell you right now. After a failed drug smuggling operation, a black bear ingests a large amount of cocaine and goes on a drug-fueled rampage.
Excellent.
Fucking wild. And I think there's some decent names in this movie too. Elizabeth Banks, who's kind of hot.
Okay.
Ray Liotta. This is the last movie he did before he died.
Holy shit! I forgot Ray Liotta was dead.
Dude, he went out like this on Cocaine Bear.
Shout out Ray Liotta, man.
I know. I like that motherfucker, dude. That sucks because it was unexpected, you know?
Yeah. I mean, what was it, a heart attack?
I think so.
Yeah, those are usually unexpected.
Yeah, I think so. It's and you know what? It's like not. He wasn't out of shape, dude. Like he wasn't like extremely overweight. Older dude, but not that old.
I mean, I know he was a heavy smoker for a while.
That's true too.
But I mean, it's Hollywood, man.
I mean, he was repping Shantex, remember? Shantex commercials.
Yeah. I remember
quitting
that.
smoking.
But I mean, he had a good run before that. So
he should have probably repped something else, some kind of like blood clot medicine or something like that. Maybe they got him on that blood thinner.
I'm pretty sure he was on all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when they tell you, hey, you know,
you're at risk.
You're not in really good shape. So yeah, let me have a cigarette.
Yeah.
Give me a cigarette. They say Thor, the dude that plays Thor, what's his name? Chris Hemsworth. He's they say like he has, I guess, traits of
I heard this.
What is this?
I forgot.
Shit with Alzheimer's.
That's right.
Alzheimer's.
He has like this chromosome of some sort, right?
Yeah, supposedly from both sides of his family.
Yeah.
I mean, don't quote me on this. This is pure hearsay.
Right. But no, I know what you're talking about.
That's scary. He said
it's fucking scary.
He stopped doing films for a while just to like live life.
It's like, I mean, guys load up on steroids too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. To play Thor? Dude, you're not playing Thor unless you're getting jacked out into the gills.
Yeah, I guess.
You know? There's no way. See, I think it's him that I'm thinking of, right? There's like 4 Chris's, aren't there? There's like Chris Hemsworth, Chris something else.
Yeah, but he's the only one that's Thor.
Yeah. He's big.
Yeah. Big. Yo, the dude's like, I think he's like fucking 6'2", 6'3", some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like big motherfucker. He got a show called Limitless. It's actually really cool. It's on it's on Disney, but it's like a National Geographic. Yeah. The one we were seeing yesterday, he was, I guess, facing his fears. I guess the show comes from that. Like,
isn't what's his name doing a show like that too?
I think Jess said the same thing. Zac Efron.
Yeah, I watched that.
I think his is more has to do with like I don't know, like the world and being at peace. This is something where I guess he's going against different things that make him uncomfortable. I mean, I saw the first one.
Good show for you.
Oh,
like you to do. Like you to do that shit.
Yeah.
Because you hold back, bro.
I do.
I know.
You know, you know what's funny? Yesterday, I was meditating to myself, and that's what I was saying. I'm like, it's fear. But fear of what? You know? Fear of what? Like,
failure?
Yeah,
Death?
but I've failed. I know what it feels like to die. That day in that restaurant. That's exactly what it feels like, dude. Like you have no control. Your vision just going, blood pressure down. You just see that tunnel vision. That has to be what it feels like to die, bro. Because I mean, shit. And you just creeps up on you. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, you're done. Like
lights out.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
But I don't fear that. I guess it's, I don't know, man. I don't know. I hold back on a lot of things for maybe precaution. Oh, excuse me. Maybe because it's definitely fear. It's just I don't picture myself a scary person. You know?
Well, there's always fears for certain things, man. I mean, everybody's got fears. A movie that changed my way of thinking, believe it or not, was, you ever seen the movie Yes Man? Jim Carrey?
Yeah. Really awesome movie.
I changed drastically after watching that movie, to the point where, I don't know if you remember, in the movie, him and the girl go to the airport and they go, we just want to take the next flight out. Wherever it goes, we go. We spend 24 hours.
Idaho or something like that.
I did that same thing. Like literally the next day after I watched the movie, I went to the airport. I said, I want to take the next flight out. Just get me one seat. Like, okay, you're going to go to Newark, New Jersey. And I'm like, fuck. Of all places, I'm going to Newark, New Jersey. I'm like, I probably should have picked a different airline, knowing that airline's hub is like Newark, right? So I'm like, fuck. So I spent 24 hours in Newark. I did absolutely nothing. I walked around. I'm like, this place is gross.
You can steal any cars?
Didn't steal any cars. I should have.
I mean, when you're
should have robbed a couple people.
Should
have got the full experience.
Yeah, sold some drugs.
I did my best to just like try to find things to do.
Huh.
You know, but it was still cool to do. You know, and it's kind of cool. Like that would be fun to do. If you meet you're in a relationship. If I met a girl and she was cool and super spontaneous, like that's what I'm a spontaneous dude. I don't plan. I don't do anything. Everything's off like the cuff. Ready? Let's go.
Yeah.
And I would suggest that. Like I suggested skydiving on a first date before. You know, the girl I was talking to back and forth, she's like, oh, I want to go skydiving. You know, it's something I always wanted to do. I'm like, all right, straight. I said, let's go out Saturday, whatever. I went down, I called the Newport skydiving place. I set us up for both of us to go. I pick her up. She's like, oh, no, I'm not doing that. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm already, we're reserved, ready to go. And she backed out on me. And I'm like, it's fucking weak. Like, it's weak.
Yeah.
You know? I was ready to go, man. If I'm going to do it, I want to do it with somebody. Yeah. I do everything by myself, right?
Have you gone skydiving?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah. I was supposed to go skydiving with my cousin, a couple people. I actually had it work, but then I saw it and thought about it. Nah.
That's when you should have just went.
Yeah.
Because there's something that happens to your mind, dude. I've never seen a bad review for skydiving. You're not gonna, because if they have a bad experience, it's probably death. They're not gonna be able to write a review, right? So, but for the people that do review it, I've never seen a bad review. I've never seen anybody say, fuck, man, I wish I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I wish I never went skydiving. Not one person. In fact, it's the complete opposite. They do it once. Some people get so laser focused and obsessed with it. And they're like, I want to keep jumping and jumping and jumping. And they start jumping by themselves and it becomes very addicting. I mean, I don't know what the odds of you, we'll look it up right now. The odds of you dying in a skydiving accident. What was I just recently watching a podcast with somebody and we were talking about stats and how they don't teach stats and statistics in high school.
Yeah.
And if they did teach statistics, then the community as a whole would be smarter because they would look at things and be like, oh, okay, this statistic, obviously, skydiving, for example.
Percentage of
they're not going to do stupid things, right? Yeah. Like they're not going to go to the casino. When we go to the casino and I'm like, put 100 on 33. That's not going to happen.
No.
You know, I'm like, 33 hasn't come up on the board. It's got to hit. No, it's not going to hit.
The stats are definitely against you now.
Yeah.
As far as skydiving, it's more like I'm not much of an adrenaline junkie, bro. Especially anymore.
What have you done that's really adrenaline junkie?
Like, what have I done? Like,
that's really got your adrenaline jacked.
Mountain bike.
All right.
So almost killed myself twice.
Let me just tell you this. Out of 2.8 million people in 2020 that jumped, 2.8 million.
Yeah.
11 people died.
Yeah.
What's the number for that? The percentage of that?
Oh, it's astronomical. It's huge.
So it's you have a safer time driving in your car down the street.
Well, that's not my fear. My fear, it's like, would you do heroin?
No, because I know the outcome there. That outcome is going to be completely different.
Well,
no one just does heroin and has a good fucking experience with it.
But not everyone that does heroin gets addicted. You know, like some people, they just don't like it. You know, it's just like coke. Like you do it once, you're not gonna be like, oh, I want to do it again. What you get addicted to is the environment and the people that you're hanging around with.
I don't know, man. I don't know a lot of people that have done heroin and be like, I did it one off and it wasn't for me.
I actually knew a teacher. May he rest in peace.
Died of heroin overdose.
No. He was just old as hell. But he said it. He's like, it was never my thing. He goes, it made me sick. I threw up, got a little diarrhea, and I don't like that lagging feeling. He goes, I was a coke guy. You know, I like being charged up and stuff.
Some people like uppers, some like downers.
So that's the thing. Like, adrenaline is an upper for me. I'm more of a relaxed kind of guy, especially now. Like, you tell me, you know, let's go to Sonoma type shit. All right, hell yeah, I'm in for that.
I am in
like,
for that.
Like I don't speed. You see that?
I don't really speed either.
We have a BMW and a Prius. I prefer to drive the Prius. You know, and like the whole thing with the boats. Like I've never been on a jet ski, and it's one of those things where I'm like, oh man, I'm missing out. I was like,
you kind of are.
It's in the water and it's fast. Did I ever tell you I got into a car accident?
Yeah.
And like I'm not supposed to be here type shit.
Right.
That's the huge reason why I don't like anything fast. Skydiving's fast.
Well, that'll take it out. That will also do is if you weren't driving that car, that's going to make you not want to drive with people anymore, more than anything.
Yeah, I wasn't driving the car.
I don't drive with people. You know this.
Yeah.
I drive all the time, everywhere we go.
Yeah.
Part of the fact that I get a little nauseous.
Yeah.
But I just don't trust motherfuckers. I know behind the wheel, I have thousands of hours while behind that thing. I have extensive driver training that I've taken over the course of my life to drive like a fucking maniac if I wanted to. But, and not to mention, dude, I learned on a fucking Toyota MR2 stick shift car. During that time, we didn't have like phones that we were like constantly addicted to. Yeah. But I was on my phone, eating a meal, steering the car, and shifting the thing all at the same time.
Yeah, that's barbaric.
That's all I know. So for me, I'm never distracted. I'm distracted, but I'm not distracted. Yeah. So fucking alert. And I mean, just think about it. When I was a cop,
multitask.
So multitasking everywhere. But when I was a cop, we had the computer screens. Yeah. Right? Driving the car, looking at the computer screen. Driving the car, looking at the computer screen. You know, where you're going next. Put the map up. So like, they're doing that shit like tenfold.
Oh yeah.
They got a fucking goddamn computer in their car.
Exactly. The guys are looking up all types of license plates and shit.
See the hot chick drive by, let me get that license plate quick, see who she is.
Doing 80. Our house. While they do 80.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's I don't know where we're really going with that, but I think it once you experience adrenaline like that, getting into a car accident is not the same adrenaline. Like that's a fight or flight feeling.
No, it's definitely not.
You know, but like
adrenaline that you want to enjoy.
No, God no. Like I've gotten into many car accidents. Yeah. After I've said I were a great driver.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it will get your face smashed, man. That's kind of what's like, you know what? The worst part is when we got into that car accident, the next morning, coming out of the actual hospital, my mom drives by the place like, look what you guys did. You know, you guys fucking made a hole in a house. The following day, my neighbor took me to go get my check because
radio check.
No. This was actually when I was washing dishes at a nursing home. This is like my first job.
I've done that. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, I don't even wash dishes in my house anymore. No. But I mean, I get sidetracked. This lady did like 60 miles per hour down Manhattan.
Who, your mom?
No. The lady that took it, my neighbor. Oh. Actually, the funny thing is that neighbor is my girl's best friend's mom. Okay. Now, but we didn't know each other back then. But she was my mom's friend from school. Oh, I'll take you to go get your check. This lady did like 1,000,000 miles per hour down Manhattan. And then hit like a 90, just boom, right into the driveway. Mind you, I just smashed my face into a windshield. So I'm still a little shaky. Yeah. And those type of things, man. I don't like speed. I don't like speed. I don't like fast cars. Talk to me about Ferraris and shit like that. They're cool as shit.
Cool.
But I'll probably do like 60 an hour.
Yeah.
You know, I would never push a Ferrari if I ever got the opportunity to.
I used to like fast cars. I still do like fast cars. I don't have any, but I still do like them. But priorities change. So like if I were wanting to drive one, maybe I'd rent one for a little while and just open it up for an hour or two and then take it back and I'm satisfied. I like doing things that challenge me physically and mentally, whether it's a new job or a new task or a new skill to learn or something that's going to raise my adrenaline through the roof or something like that. I'm not an adrenaline junkie, but I'm open to trying things that are going to make me fearful or uncomfortable about it. Because like I said, we don't know how long we're going to be here. And for people that live in like a negative space all the time or a what if mindset where they're like, maybe I should have done that. Like, I don't ever want to question, damn, I should have done that.
Yeah.
Because I just don't want to. I'm not going to be here forever. And there's some things I just don't want to do sometimes, but I'm like, I'll just do it. Because let's see, you never know what's going to happen. You know? I don't know. And then you learn. And then you might not like doing it. You're like, yeah, I did it. I'm cool. I'm going to check off the bucket list and never do it again.
You know, it's funny. I never been on a roller coaster. I think I spoke to you about this. And you were the one who said you probably should never get on one now because it'll probably kill you.
It's different now because you're older.
Yeah.
So like,
I feel the same way about jumping out of an airplane.
See, that's what I thought. I thought that if I jump out of an airplane, it's going to be really not going to feel good afterwards. And then it was like, dude, no one's ever not felt good afterwards.
Yeah.
And because when you jump off a high cliff or something, or you jump over a high platform and you get that weird feeling, and stuff, you don't get that when you're jumping out of the plane. You jump out of the plane and you're literally suspended in the air, and now you're just floating, and you don't feel that. Because I don't like that feeling when I jump off a high cliff.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't like that. They say you don't get that. That's not the feeling that you get because of the weight and the density of the air and the speed that you're traveling at.
Yeah.
You don't get that. It's more like you're just floating. So what I was thinking was maybe we should go to one of those places where they do it on the inside.
I would do that.
That scares me more.
You think so?
Yeah, because there's more at play. Like, what if that thing just shuts off while I'm at the top of it, 25 feet, and it just drops right down? I don't have any kind of, and I just fall flat in my face.
Okay. I don't think you'll die.
I don't think I'll die, but I don't have time to break bones and shit either.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But you definitely don't have time to die.
I don't have time to die. But if you're going to die, which we're all going to die, like, how would you rather go out?
Fast and easy.
There it is. That's the way to do it.
That's not fast
and easy, bro. Fucking fast as you can move.
That shit gives you enough time to think like, God damn. Like, okay, I know it's going to boom. But you still got to drop.
Yeah.
And,
imagine the state of euphoria that you actually fall into before knowing that you're going to die. There's going to be a fair time, right? And then there's going to be an acceptance time where you accept it. And then at that point, you're just going to go. And it's probably a good way to go out.
I disagree.
When you get shot in the face?
I disagree. I think the best way is just peacefully in your sleep. It's just like one of those things.
It's probably ideal.
But have you ever fallen on your face or gotten hit, like knocked the fuck out? Like,
yeah, you were there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, talk about like you're out for a minute and then we're like, what the fuck?
No, I never got knocked out.
I've gotten hit. And I actually still got the bump behind my ear. I got headbutted playing tackle in school. And I could still remember the moment of getting hit. Like right before your
That's
brain.
Rare because usually you don't.
Yeah, I could still feel it's weird. Your brain go, and you see like this, in the cartoons, a pow. Like you see that shit at the pow.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
the lights go out.
Yeah, and I remember that day. This was in middle school. We were out in the field. We're playing tackle. Boom! I just see the ball. The ball got hit. Boom! It was like the light said, and then my eyes turn. Wake up, and I can't hear anything, but I could see people's mouth moving. And then I wake up, and I'm like, where the fuck am I? Like, and I was in the nurse's office. I'm like, all right, well, who brought me here? They're like, you walked here. And I'm like, have no recollection of this. She's like, yeah, it's a concussion.
Yeah, you probably got a concussion.
What's crazy is she asked the nurse, she's like, what's your phone number? I gave her a phone number from like 6-7 years ago. Like a random phone number just came out. I'm like, wait a minute. It's our phone number when we lived in like New York or some shit like that. Where it came from, it just came out.
Yeah, they say that happens. You get that.
Yeah, and it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. So I imagine that's exactly. I mean, you won't remember it because you're dead. But if you fall from somewhere high,
yeah, are you dead though? I mean, you may be dead here, but we don't know.
Yeah, you wake up.
Dimensions, man.
Your spirit somewhere else still in pain. Like
right,
fucking
fuck,
hurt.
that hurt.
And like, wait a minute. Like, where am I? Everything's all like, looks like this microphone and shit.
Yeah, you don't know. No one knows.
My mom had an aneurysm. And she said that when she was in the hospital, doctor was asking her, when you were, because they put her in a chemical induced coma. Yeah. They asked her, when you were in there, did you see anyone? She was like, did I see anyone? Like, so it's an odd question for a doctor to ask. But then like it came back to her, she was like, actually, you know what? I did see somebody. And she saw her best friend's husband, who's been dead for a while. And she said the whole tunnel thing is real. Like, she saw the tunnel was a brilliant light. Like, you can't look at it type shit, And he was telling her, come on. And I asked him, like, how did you feel? She was like, it was like an overwhelming, peaceful feeling, And then she heard her best friend's voice, who was there, the whole time my mom was in a coma. She was also there when my grandma passed away. She heard her voice telling him, you go, she's not ready. Like,
Interesting.
Like, she's going to stay here because she's not ready. But my mom was like, okay, I guess I'm not ready. What's interesting is that the doctor was very specific on that. Did you see anybody? Did you see the tunnel? Did you see this? So apparently this is something that multiple people go through.
What that is.
And I mean, she said that she felt like her like an outer body experience, full outer body experience, and again, my
fucking rookie mistake.
I actually thought about this shit too, like fuck, and then in the middle of everything,
we'll cut that out.
Yeah. It's funny because it's age. So yeah, no, she tells me my mom's she's a church,
right?
So she won't believe in all like other stuff, but that she was like, I don't know what it was, where I was, but that is real,
Yeah, I don't know what that is either, man. But so many people have said that.
The tunnel,
stuff like that, the stories,
the white, the light and shit.
There was I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they were saying like talking about near-death experiences, and there have been experiments that doctors would do where they would put because people have talked about leaving their body and then seeing their body from as they start to float up, right?
Astral projection.
So so like doctors in early 1900s, if they knew someone was dying, they would write on a piece of paper and they would put that on a higher shelf in the room. And if that person happens to come back, they ask that person, hey, did you happen to see that piece of paper facing up? Because if it was facing up, they were above it. Yeah. Did you happen to see what it said on that piece of paper? No one ever came back, though. Oh. To actually run. But that was an actual experiment that doctors would run. But, like, shouldn't you be focused on, like, saving this person's life?
It depends on where their attention is.
Yeah, I guess.
They're like, you know what? We can't save him. But we can see if he survives this, afterlife. Yeah. And just tallied a bunch of people. Nope.
No one came back.
Remember the movie Flatliners?
Mm-mm.
No? Kiefer Sutherland?
No, I don't like his name, though.
No?
No, Kiefer? It's a fucking dumb name.
I don't know.
Queefer
Sutherland.
Queefer.
Come here, Queefer. It's not my name.
That's a stage name, too?
Kiefer?
Yeah.
No, you can't make that up. That's definitely like, that's like a grandparent's name or something.
Kiefer.
Queefer.
Let's call him Kiefer.
Kiefer Sutherland. Donald Sutherland.
That's his father?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You dig all the Volvo.
Noel name.
Yeah. I like them. They're good actors. Where was I going with that? Yeah. Flatliners. So the movie's about I if I'm not mistaken, if I remember it well, they were medical students, right? Like a little crew of medical students, and what they were doing was they were killing each other and bringing each other back to life.
Jesus.
So they'll stop their heart for a certain amount of time, and then they'll bring them back. Boom, and then they were seeing like, what did you see when you went there? So they were hooked on seeing what was in that afterlife.
Bold strategy.
That's why they were called flatliners. Obviously, Kiefer Sutherland was like the one that had to just push the envelope. Like, I want to be dead for an hour. Like, yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea at all. They were doing like seconds and shit like that.
Yeah.
Of course, he was like, I'll come back tomorrow. I'll be alive. Maybe not, but fuck.
I never saw it.
Yeah,
I'll check it out.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Check it out. I gotta piss quick.
I super gotta piss.
Let's pause this. Take a little piss break and grab some sausages. Not our own sausages.
You can't start that shit like that.
Some sausage.
Yeah, with piss break, grab a sausage.
Man, you watch some of these podcasts where these guys get baked to the gills, right? And I'm like, how are they not eating shit? How are they not just chowing down? I've never seen them.
They got a whole buffet of shit. You think Joe Rogan gonna got a whole fucking elk?
Dude, I would love to go in that studio. It's probably amazing.
Yeah, there's a fucking gym in there. He got a grill out there, motherfucker.
Of course he did.
He's
got a sponsorship with Traeger.
Yeah, so that gotta be a Valhalla, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just like like ass kicking awesomeness,
He put a video up the other day of this indoor archery range that he put in. Did you see that?
No, but
it's fucking cool, dude. So it's a video game on a big screen, like a canvas thing with a projector. But you use a regular compound bow, your real bow.
Yeah.
And it's fucking awesome. It's so cool.
It shoots real arrows at the screen?
Real arrows, but no heads on them.
Okay.
So you don't damage the screen.
Yeah.
But it's so fucking cool. Yeah. So cool. I'd be in my house all day shooting that shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't even shoot a bow.
I actually owned a compound bow once. I didn't know how much torque that shit was. It torque? Tension? I know you and then right at the end
yeah.
And it's like really light until you let that shit go. Never used it. I bought it in a yard sale.
I'd like to get into it.
It's cool. I'm not a big hunter.
You don't have to be.
Yeah.
But like we were just talking about, right? What if the world goes to shit? You're not going to be able to buy ammo.
No.
There's going to only be so much ammo that you can buy.
Yeah.
I got in my closet right now, I got 10,000 rounds of ammo.
Yeah.
That's not going to last a long enough time, dude.
No.
For an apocalypse.
No, definitely not. Especially, also depending on, what you're fending off.
It depends on where you live, man. If you live in an inner city areas, like suburbs, like you're going to be fending off a lot of people at once.
It's funny that there's kids in Chicago that got that much firepower, bro. Like,
right. Rightfully so.
Yeah. Yeah. So my thing is, if we somehow, and that's the shit. It's knowing how to generate power. Because if you could generate power, you could feed yourself.
Yeah.
There's certain foods that you could grow. Hunting, there's many instances where people have hunted, animals to extinction.
Yeah.
Or fished, animals to extinction. So hunting would eventually, like, out of control. You know how many fucking people need to eat meat? So imagine everyone learned how to hunt.
Back when that happens, they're going to realize that they can't just grow like greens and eat vegetables only. They're going to realize that they're going to need meat. Mm-hmm. So we don't have enough animals to hunt.
Start eating people.
You have to eat people. I'll eat a motherfucker, dude. No problem.
He's like looking real strong over there. Turn around.
Big old Mandingo strong motherfucker.
Like juicy butt cheeks. Like, oh, dude, no.
You go to bite into it, it's a fake ass. Throwing up all over the place.
This is what's it called? It's called that impossible shit.
The impossible ass.
Impossible ass.
Yeah, I tell you about my buddy who fucked around with this girl and she had herpes. No, I didn't tell you this? I'm going to tell you right now. So he was telling me, I'm obviously not going to say his name.
Yeah.
So he was telling me, because he's been single for a little while. He's like, yeah, I went on this app. And he told me about the app. I'm going to put this down here. And it wasn't Tinder. It was another one. It was like, I said, I never heard of that one. He's like, it's for like real sluts. It's nothing but like hookups and shit. I'm like, okay. So
he was,
obviously.
He was in there looking to like,
yeah,
that's it. I'm going to tie this chick up in saran wrap. And
whatever he said he was going to do, he did it. And he was telling me his story. And he's like, yeah, I was hooking up with her and I had sex with her. He's like, I went down on her. He's like, 2 days later, she told me she just had an outbreak. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. I said, she didn't tell you before all that she had herpes? He's like, no. I'm like, dude, I would smack her in the face so hard. I don't know about you, but I would probably go act all nice at first. Just so I get back over there, be nice. Oh, it's okay, baby. Don't worry about it. We'll just get tested, make sure we're all good. And then when I get over to the house, 5.
Like where the fuck
across the face.
Like catches me.
Yeah. Because that's some fuck shit, dude.
I'm pretty sure a majority of them aren't going to tell you.
I had one experience where this girl I met, we were going to get together and hook up. And we were talking for a little while. Never did anything. And then I was on the way over there. She goes, I just want to let you know. She goes, I'm not having an outbreak now, but I do have herpes. And I'm like, you know what? I appreciate you telling me this. I really do. Yeah. I'm sitting at CVS in line right now buying condoms, but I'm still going to have to politely decline this offer.
Yeah.
It's just not for me.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't for me.
No, take no chances.
No. I mean, for what? Another notch on the old belt? Like, no, I'm all set, man. Like, I don't need that.
It's funny that saying, notch under the old belt. When do you run out of space on your belt?
I don't know, man. It's a good question. I guess you don't.
Start using your fucking boots and shit.
Bootstrapping.
Bootstrap.
Yeah.
Strap.
But they say, 1 in 4 people have herpes.
Well, is it?
Means one of you motherfuckers.
1 in 4 people have like the herpes or like cold sore herpes?
I think
what's the difference?
Well,
I know there's a difference.
There's a difference.
I know there's like a simplex 1, simplex 2.
Yeah. I think that takes all of them into account. But still, I think you can get herpes if someone blows you with a mouth herpes. I don't know.
I could see that.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
From a common sense perspective. So,
yuck.
Gross. And you think about all the close calls like you had in your heyday. Like you're all out going, hooking up with random people, not always wearing protection. Like, don't ever do it. It's like such a horrible feeling.
I was never that smooth.
No. I wasn't smooth, but I was a fucking pig.
Yeah. You see, I grew up with like girls. So they kind of like bougie the shit out of me. So like, now if she looks like this, if she smells like this. So I kind of took that into consideration. I do have friends that are they're real class A scumbags.
Coonhounds.
Oh my God. Like, you did what to who? Where?
On her chest.
And she did, oh my God. Then they say it proud, like, notch under the belt.
Yeah.
I got a couple of stripes and shit.
Did I ever tell you about my buddy in Savannah? I used to work with him. I don't want to give out too much information because this is an aggressive story, and I am going to tell it. But we used to work together at a bar. He was telling me about this one time. He went out with this girl. He fucking wined and dined her, did the whole 9, gets the hotel room. It's a really nice hotel. And then she, at the end of the night, played the I'm too drunk card. So he goes, I was so fucking pissed off. He goes, so I just took a shit right on her chest. I wiped my ass with the comforter and I left as she passed out. So when she passed out, and I'm like, no, you didn't. He goes, oh yeah, motherfucker, you bet I did.
Left a nice steaming.
Oh, dude, I wish he was here. I just spoke to him actually about for the first time in years, probably 10 years, a couple months back. And I tell him how I tell that story all the time. He's like, that's some funny shit. I said, that's aggressive shit, dude.
Yeah, that's literal shit. Hey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Hood.
Yeah, that's
different. Down south, man, it's a different mentality.
But that's grimy.
Yeah, that's grimy.
Took his shit right on her chest.
Dude, he's one of the funniest guys
Like,
I know too.
Shh, hey, you awake? You awake?
I'm leaving. Clean yourself up.
It's like, good. Oh man.
I wish I could bring him here. I wish he could come up, and you can meet this guy because he's funny as shit. He's super funny. He's older than us. Probably in his 50s now.
Damn, you worked with this guy?
Yeah.
He was a cop?
No.
Oh, a bar, you said?
Yeah. I don't want to give out too much info because
no.
he's very well known in the area.
Okay. We'll probably already know just by the shit story. I'm pretty sure that you're not the only person he told it.
Yeah, no.
He's like, you know what I do to her if she did that to me? Let me tell you a story.
He loves that story.
He's like, I was drinking with this girl once, and she tried to pull that whole, I got drunk, so, okay.
Dookie.
Go to sleep.
Rubbing her face. Go to sleep.
All she heard was the thud.
Gross.
The thud. Right on her chest plate.
Oh, God.
I wonder if it landed. It just...
I wonder what kind it was.
You know when you ever seen a little kid drop their ice cream cone? He just, it's just a little chocolate tower.
It's gross, man.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Still a great story, nonetheless.
It reminds me of the. You ever heard that on Biggie's album when he's talking about? He's like, yeah, I was with this girl and she tells me I want you to shit on me. And he goes, I mean, yeah, I'll shit on you by like not calling you anymore. He goes, no, I want you to like literally shit on me. And he was like, yo, that's crazy. And then somebody was like, so what you do? He goes, so after I shits on the bitch, you know.
Never go there again.
Yeah, no, you go, we cleaned it off and, you know, we did our thing. He goes, after I shits on the bitch.
Yeah, it's, I don't know, man. I mean, some people are into that shit for sure. It's a weird fetish. I can't figure it out. Even the peeing on, like, I don't know, man. I'm all set.
They're just things that it's an extreme.
Mm-hmm.
It's an extreme. Especially if this is the type of shit you're doing in bed.
It's true.
Like if you're pissing and shitting in bed on somebody, you have no consideration for
much of anything.
Anything, really.
Sleeping in that. Unless you're doing it like Dexter and like taping off the walls and the ceilings and all that stuff.
So this is something where I didn't really travel much until I met Jess and staying in hotels and stuff like that. And then I started thinking, people that do some grimy shit in hotels, and we're probably here, laying on, hours and hours of
semen.
Like layers, like fucking bat guano.
Yeah.
like
yeah.
Fucking.
And it doesn't matter which one you stay at either. If it's a nice one or a shitty one, like
no.
Still some nasty motherfuckers.
No, it could be the penthouse in like the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
There's some chic that shitted on somebody in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you know what? Burn the room.
Burn the room. Burn it.
Buy another one.
That's it.
You have the money.
Unreal amounts of money. Ungodly amounts of money.
Yeah. I remember, what was it? It was Cocaine Cowboys. Remember that show? He goes, yeah, we destroy the whole fucking room. We break walls down and shit, and then we just pay for it.
Yeah.
It was I never partied that hard, bro. Where we're actually like
destroying shit.
Sorry for the sheetrock. Although I have seen like the aftermath of a really bad party. Fans down.
Yeah.
Like you can't have a fan in like a drunk people party, like a keg party. Someone's gonna want to hang off of that shit.
Yeah.
And then they send people like me to go fix it.
Back in the day, I was the guy hanging on the fans.
Oh yeah, I remember my buddy of mine, his brother. We had a hooky party. Remember those?
Yeah.
No.
Why you call it that?
So a hooky party is a party during school.
Okay.
That's the word hooky.
Yeah. I never had one of those.
Play hooky, and I guess that was a Providence thing. You know, it was in the hood.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Pass flyers out. There's a party. My sister, two of my sisters did a hooky party. And my stepsister's dad shows up. And he didn't know English, but he was pissed. And he's like a real, you know, you got to listen to me. They try to go into her house and tell people to leave. And it was hilarious because he goes in there, he looks at her, he goes, anybody out? And everyone's like, what? Nobody wants to leave. He meant to say, you know, everybody out.
Yeah.
But he said, anybody out? And everyone's like, all right, yeah, we're going to stay. Cause
That worked out.
No, yeah. But then he started fucking like he went ballistic. I think he broke some sheetrock. But he's an animal.
Yeah.
I almost choked the shit out of him once.
Did you?
Yeah. It was, you know, well, no, you don't know because you always had your dad there, which is cool, Paul. When you have a stepdad, especially a douchebag stepdad, he's always gonna like, you know, dominate. I'm the alpha here.
I always worried about that, man.
You know?
Worried about that.
Yeah. That's why I'm nowhere near that.
Right.
But he, you know, I was the runt of the, not the runt, but you know, I was the boy in the house and shit. He's like, it's fucking, come here, dirtbag.
Yeah.
And I always respected him. You know, my mom's, even now, like I don't call him my stepdad.
Oh, he's still around?
Well, he's still around, but he's not my stepdad.
No. But
he's like the only dad that I actually ever known because I didn't grow up with my dad. So I try to get like that relationship, but he was a fucking asshole. But I remember years pass. I'm already, you know, I'm married. I'm in my house with my wife, my kids. My sister's there, and she's 16, 17, and her boyfriend's there. This is her first boyfriend that we fucking knew of, you know. And my stepdad's there, you know, my mom's there. My mom had just like gotten out of the hospital with like a heart thing. So she's like trying to take it easy. And I noticed that my stepdad, he's looking like all like what's up with dude? Who the fuck is this kid? He thought that was one of my friends, you know. Then my sister tells him, look, you know, that kid that's in there, he's my boyfriend. He loses his shit. And he's like, who the fuck is this? Hey, he's real fucking loud and like belligerent. And I'm like, dude, relax. First of all, you're in my house, you know, so you need to chill. You know,
how was y'all fight up?
Because he's a Neanderthal, bro. Like, nice. You know, like, oh, you know, you got told me this, and you. My daughter's not gonna have no boyfriend. I'm like, dude, like they're gonna do it regardless. Like, you know what I mean? We knew.
Is that his daughter though? No.
Yeah.
Oh, it was his daughter.
Yeah, it was my sister. One of my youngest sisters.
That's legit her father.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, all right.
No, that's her father.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
My stepdad.
I get it a little bit.
So my two youngest sisters, they have the same dad, so you know, same parents and shit. So he loses his shit, and I'm like, dude, you need to relax, you need to chill. Like, you know, you're making a show, and you're in my house yelling. Like, you need to really chill out. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he looks at her, and I don't know what the hell he saw, but he went to reach at her, like to grab her hair. Dude, I lost it, bro. I threw him in a fucking like, you know, like I had his neck twisted.
Yeah.
I picked him up and slammed him. Boom. I actually put him in, like I had my knee in his spine. I was lifting his neck up, like, you know, like what's it called? Cobra clutch.
A full Nelson?
Well, I had him in a full Nelson and a fucking
full Nelson.
What do you call it? The sharpshooter or a camel clutch or whatever you call it. I know he was in pain. Because mind you, he's thinking I'm skinny, you know, skinny kid, still a boy, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it went bad. The worst part was that my mom goes to take me off of him, and I throw her. Like, she slams against the fridge. That's when I really got
shit
pissed.
Show.
Yeah, I get up, and I went straight berserker, like, kicked the fucking table, that shit flipped. When he saw me lose my shit, like I actually grabbed a knife. I'm like, I'll fucking kill you. He said, chill. Yo, he dipped. Mind you, we lived across the street from.
How long ago was this?
Oh man, this was my son's 16. So over 16 years ago.
All right, so statute of limitations on aggravated assault have since passed.
Oh yeah. No, long time. But my youngest sister, so they were both there. Everyone was there. So not my youngest sister, but the one before her, the one that I was beefing for. I have a light skinned sister and a dark skinned sister. The dark skinned sister was the one that I'm over here almost killing her dad for. And then my light skinned sister, she chases him. And he goes down the stairs, right? She goes right after him. And when she gets downstairs, he's already across the street at the Walgreens at the phone. And she comes back dying. And mind you, I'm still pissed off. My mom's like, what the hell are you laughing at? She goes, yo, I never seen a motherfucker run so fast. Yo. Mind you, you would think that she'd be all shaken up. She's dying. Like, holy shit. I remember after that, he's like, you better watch your back. I'm like, dude, you know where I live. You just came from my house.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? What's up?
Yeah.
About a year passed. Almost 2 years passed. Then we saw each other somewhere, and he's like, chest all out, like, I'm old, but you ain't gonna fuck me. I'm like, dude, relax, man. I shook his hand, and you could see like all that weight, like, oh, word. And I want this little street motherfucker.
Yeah.
Get all his little goony ass friends. But yeah, man, it was that was the day that he stopped looking at me like a kid.
Just gonna slap him in the mouth.
Yeah. I told him, like, I'll kill you, motherfucker. Like, my mom was like, you need to go. This motherfucker right here, he's ready, like, to. I lost it. You know when you that blackout? I guess it was all those years of like repressed, anger at him, treating me like shit.
Yeah.
He made me do mechanics with him once in my underwear. And I'm like, dude,
get in there real deep, like
real good and deep. Like, yo, my sister's at the window dying. Evelyn, my older sister.
Why? Why do you do that?
Because he's an asshole. He's like, oh, come over here, help me. I'm like, do I look like a fucking mechanic to you? Like, I'm what? A freshman in high school, or was like in the 8th grade and shit. And this is around the time where, mind you, I'm still breakdancing. I'm into my clothing and shit. Like, I'm an artist, not a fucking mechanic. Oh, come down here. I'm like, I don't got clothes for none of that shit. Like, I don't got clothes to. Bad enough my mom wasn't buying me clothes. You weren't fucking buying me clothes. Like, I don't got clothes to. Come down in your underwear. I'm like, word. Like, and then I look at my mom, like, you really gonna fucking make me go down there? She's like, I'm not gonna make you do shit. Like, you can go down if you want. Like, I don't want to, but tell him to come down! Because he was an animal like that. Ivan! Because, in Spanish, my name is Ivan. I was like, Ivan! Ven acá! And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what does this guy want now, And I guess because I never grew up with a dad, I'm like, yeah, this is my opportunity, like, to bond with a male.
Yeah.
But he had told my mom to send my older sister, who had, her dad died, but she has her own dad, and my dad's Colombian. So he was like, send them to their dads and let's stay with the two little ones. Because my two younger sisters, they're the only ones that have like both parents.
Mm-hmm.
Like I only ever knew my mom and my grandma. The only guy in my family that I looked at as a dad was my uncle, and he's degenerate.
Yeah.
So when this guy comes through, I'm still a little kid, so I'm like, oh, cool.
Not so much.
Man, they ain't give a fuck. I don't eat Klondike bars.
I don't blame you. That's all right.
Not because I don't like them. That was his preferred ice cream. So when my mom would do like food shopping, she would buy him the real good Klondike bars because that's what he wanted. And then I don't know, you remember the little cups, the little chocolate and vanilla cups?
I like those.
I love them.
What are they called? Hoodsie cups.
They go hoodsie cups. That's all we got. And we're like, yo, but can we get one of those Klondike? Don't touch them. And I'm like, damn. And you know what we used to do? We used to eat them shit on purpose.
Yeah.
But then we got in trouble. So, like, to this day, I give my mom shit about it. I'm like, fuck that guy. But I gonna talk shit about him just because.
Just on here.
Just here, it's a little bit of blow some steam. But he's done enough to himself in life.
Yeah.
you know. And then I'm shit when the stuff that he like done to my mom. Not like he was never abusive with my mom, but he was just like very egotistical. And my mom was very meek, you know, until my mom lost her shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, my mom's a psychopath, bro. Like when he left my mom for another chick, and to add insult to injury, he took her car to that lady's house in New York. You know what my mom did? My mom took a fucking bus over there by herself and told this lady, yo, come down. I know he's in there. You could keep him. I want my keys and I want your face. So mind you, this lady used to talk mad shit. Like, watch, when I see you, I'm going to stab you. And my mom was like, oh, word? Really? Okay. She shows up to her house, bro, in the Bronx. I think it was in the Bronx in my head. It was in the fucking hood.
Yeah.
By herself. All right. In her hood. On some like, come down, bitch. You know what that lady did? The big bad
Threw the keys
fucking
out the
wolf?
window?
No, she sent her daughter down. Like, oh, tell her I don't want no problems. She's like, look, you're a little girl and I'm not going to break your face. But tell your mom that she got minutes to come down here before I drag you all over this fucking, the street. Then I guess she came to her, realization, like, this is a kid. It's not her fault.
No.
But the lady, for all the balls, and it's funny because you know how there's buildings and then they have like a bodega downstairs. Yeah. And there's always someone chilling, a bunch of dudes chilling. So they all knew who she was. And they all knew who my mom was. By, oh yeah, that's the guy that drives the buses and shit. That's his wife. So they could have been like, yo, you need to get the fuck out of it. They were like, this lady is insane. If she came down 4 hours on a bus by herself, she's either packing some shit, she's ready to like she's that cycle. And that's when my mom has those two extremes. She's a extreme church woman, but don't get it. Like she almost she told me a story once that my dad, she was like, my dad, typical Colombian, he had paper, we had a bunch of women and shit. And she confronted him. And he got all, macho Colombian. Oh, you fucking told me this and that. And I guess, I don't know if she smacked him or whatever, but he grabbed her by the throat and hung half her body out the window. The average person would get scared from that. You know what she did? She grabbed him by the collar and started pushing herself out. Like, come on, motherfucker. He's like, whoa, relax, crazy bitch. Like, I was just playing. She's like, nah, we're both going. Let's go.
It's aggressive, dude.
Yeah. And mind you, she says these things like she's like, that's her face. She always like, I don't care. She said, I don't care. And her face is either that or like people say that I have her face. Like, you ever see me like real serious and shit?
Not really.
No, well, that's her face. I don't notice I do it until someone tells me. And then I could feel like and then I smile. Oh, hi.
Yeah.
But that's her concentration face. But yeah, now my mom's no joke. She's gangsta. She's gangsta.
I don't remember where you left off.
I
changed my shirt here a little bit.
You gotta go.
It's starting to get a little chilly.
Yeah, you're fucking sick, bro.
I think I'm starting to get sick.
Yeah, you're sick.
It's
I'm gonna have to fucking bleach myself when I get home.
Go home, take a shower and bleach. Drink some bleach.
Yeah, drink a little bit just. Didn't Donald Trump said that?
Yeah, so like what he was suggesting was something that was actually like legitimate. It's just the way he said it was completely wrong. Like it was completely fucking retarded the way he said it. I think he literally said like, let's drink some bleach.
Yeah, you could drink bleach. You fucking drink pool water.
Yeah, I mean chlorine.
Yeah. But not bleach.
So I think just the way he said it,
What's the difference between chlorine and bleach?
I think a lot. I don't know, but like you wouldn't be able to swim in bleach, bro.
No. Yeah, because chlorine doesn't fuck your clothes up either.
Yeah, it will.
It will?
It will. It won't if it's mixed with water, but if you are filling the pool up with chlorine and it splats back at you, you'll see it. Oh. Let's look it up.
Let me ask you this. I want to ask you this before, since we're going to wrap up. And it's kind of along the lines of what I was talking about my grandma. One, do you believe in ghosts?
Not really.
Okay.
Just because it's always a secondhand account of it. It's somebody's experience. And I don't trust a lot of people.
Do you believe in channeling?
No.
No.
Not really. I believe in scams.
Scams. All right. Let me tell you a quick story that I experienced with my grandma. Again, my grandma, we used to call her the Oracle because that's exactly what she was. She was a priestess, you know. I wouldn't say voodoo, but it was in that area. Now, we went to this place in New York. She had me go see a person that could channel deities. This person was an little old lady, and I'm like you. You know, I'm like you. You know, show me proof. Show me something that I could make sense of. You know, I wouldn't call myself a full skeptic, but you're not just gonna blow smoke up my ass.
No.
You get what I'm saying? So apparently, you know, you go see these people. They channel a being, and the person that does it, they charge. But the being doesn't use money. So their payment is usually something that they like. In this particular case, this being liked rum and tobacco. So the being's supposed to be kind of like an old Haitian spirit, right? So I forgot the name. I don't want to like mess it up and say some other shit. But I remember before we left, we went to the liquor store. This is here. We're in Rhode Island. We went to New York. My grandma used to always take this, you know, kind of a bus line, but it was a van. It wasn't like you know, Peter Pan or nothing. It was just a fucking 60-passenger van. But before we go, we stop at the liquor store. She has me buy a liter of Johnny Walker Red. We buy it, and we buy a box of Phillies blunts. Nobody fucking smokes Philly blunts.
No.
You know, but we buy a box of Philly blunts. It was like 5 of them, and a liter of Johnny Walker. We head to New York. This is around the time I was having trouble with my wife and all this other shit. So she's like, I want you to go see somebody. So we go, and we see this, you know, the lady had to have been probably like 60. Little old, dark-skinned lady. And my grandma's like, we're here to see the El Viejo. El Viejo is the old man, you know. She's like, okay. So they, you know, she goes into a room. This is like, there's like, you know, statues and altars and all over the place in this person's house, and incense, and it was a real deal, like you're in Cuba, bro, like you're in Haiti, you know. And we go in there, and I'm like, all right, here we go, you know. Somebody's gonna, a charlatan, you know, sell me some snake oil, you know. This lady goes in there. She has to prep, and she has to do her rituals to channel this being. I'm looking at the lady. Lady has a real nice, sweet voice. Hey, how you know, but in Spanish. She goes into this room, and all of a sudden you hear like, and I'm like,
The stepfather.
Yeah, my stepdad was in there, you know, fucking smacking her up. She channeled my stepdad. When the lady that's assisting this other lady says, you know, he's ready to see you. You know, okay, he. All right, whatever. This lady's sitting like this, right? And she has like a silk. I want to say it was white. It was like a white head dress, dressed in all white, you know. And she's like this, and her face changed, bro. It was her, but it wasn't her. Like it looked like hell, like that. You know what I mean? She starts talking like this, like real raspy, and I'm like, wow, it's pretty good. You know, this lady got this shit down pat. Mind you, I'm discrediting everything. Okay, yeah. And then she mentioned something about my wife at the time, my ex-wife, and she said, "You're here because of this, and that." And bam. And I'm looking, I'm like, I look at my grandma, I'm like, fuck you tell this lady.
Right.
You know? But she didn't mention shit. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm intrigued. What blew my fucking mind, bro, was when she asked for her offering. You know, okay, yeah, we got your, we got your whiskey. You got your, it's whiskey, right? Johnny Walker's whiskey.
Yeah.
Yes, it's whiskey. She fucking knows.
Give
her her liter of, it's like blended whiskey.
Something like that.
Give her Johnny Walker and her Phillies blunts. The first thing she did, she unwrapped a Philly blunt. She lit that shit. Just blowing. Okay. Whatever. You're smoking a cigar. But what fucked me up, bro, was when she opened that, mind you, a bottle that I brought from the liquor store that I know this is hooch. I don't drink Red Label. That's like the worst of all the Johnny Walkers, the cheapest shit. That's just like drinking it's like drinking nails or glass and then drinking alcohol.
Right.
You know? This lady did something I could not, to this day, fucking fathom, bro. She took that bottle and drank half of it. Chugged. You've taken a shot of whiskey. A shot. And you have to kind of like make a face and make it go down.
Yeah.
This lady took like 10 gulps. Boop, 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 boop.
That's
like
impressive
that.
in itself.
Like that. Just boom, 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 boom. And I'm looking at her. No face, no nothing. Her eyes ain't even watery. She closed her shit, kept on smoking her cigar, smoked the whole cigar, lit another one. Kept on smoking her cigar, took another goop, goop, goop. By the time our consultation was done, she drank that whole liter and smoked that whole pack. Now, a regular human being will die from the alcohol poisoning and the amount of nicotine that lady had just ingested. Small lady. All right. When our consultation was done, she did like a and started burping like some crazy shit. And this fucking lady got up like nothing ever happened.
Interesting.
Like nothing. And mind you, I'm waiting to see because I know for a fact that bottle that she fucking drank was a real bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
It wasn't like she sweet because it never left my side.
Right.
I had it in the brown paper bag until she asked for it or he asked for it, whatever the fuck it was, and we gave it. You hear the, when you snap that bottle, that cap. She drank a whole fucking bottle, a liter. Okay. I can't do that in a fucking weekend. I can't do that in a week.
No.
I could probably do it in a week, but not in one fucking sitting, bro. Not in one sitting, and not without instantly either slur or death.
Mm-hmm.
And this lady just snapped out of it. She got up. Oh, you guys want some coffee?
She definitely did.
And I'm like this, like I'm looking at her, and baffled, because I remember drinking, and like I'll have a cigarette and then get sick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the nicotine, like my body doesn't agree with that shit. But 5 fucking Phillies, bro, and a liter of Johnny Walker
disgusting.
Red. And then not a sign, and may I get struck by lightning right now if I'm fucking full of shit. And I'm lying to you, bro.
I'm moving.
You get what I'm saying? I swear on everything I love what I saw. And that was death. That was like, I've had alcohol poisoning, drinking E&J. And we were taking shots. Like shots. You know what I mean? This lady killed a whole bottle of that shit by herself. You get what I'm saying? And there was no sign that it affected her at all. Like it went right through her. It's like...
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So that's why I ask, do you believe, what do you, in that unknown?
It would be cool, but like, why is it not done more often?
What do you mean?
Why is not everybody talking to their dead loved ones?
Maybe they do. That's where the whole thing of burying
like if
their
you know
ancestors
somebody, but like if you know someone that can get in touch with somebody, like that person would be mobbed every day.
That's the shit, man. It's like people go to the cemetery to go talk to their loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in that shit, But people believe in other things,
sure.
Like my grandma says, you're not gonna bury me. I don't want to be worm food.
Mm-hmm.
Burn me, throw me in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
But my grandma was a pagan. Yeah. Like after the fact and the years, I'm like, it makes perfect sense. She's like, nah, that's something else. My grandma did a lot of little religious things because more my mom, and she grew up in a Catholic faith, but my grandma was a witch, bro. Like a real deal, like,
Salem witch.
Yeah. She did, again, it wasn't like voodoo. I don't want to call it voodoo because my grandma never did no bad to nobody. But she helped a lot. She was a white witch, Like, if you had a good spirit, she didn't care what you did. Like, she helped a lot of drug dealers. But people that, like, whenever she helped them is because, either they were helping their kids or this and that, but she never helped them to do, like, bad shit. She warned a lot of people. Like, if she was here and she knew you had a good spirit, she'd be like, Brandon, you're going to do this and that. Don't do it. Shit, she fucking told me once, don't ride your bike in the street. You're going to get hit by a car. That sounds like just like, regular old grandparents telling you. I didn't know she meant that shit literally. Like, I literally got fucking wham. Crackhead dig a U-turn out of a parking space. So I'm crossing. I was on the sidewalk crossing the street. He literally came out right from the parking spaces. Zzz, bow, fucking flung me across the street. Everyone's like, "Oh shit! I think I hit by a car." Blah blah blah. My mom calls. My grandma. Oh, I think I hit by a car. She goes, "I know." Like, no, so nonchalant. She like pull up on the phone. I'm like, grandma, I got hit by a car. Fucking all crying. She goes, "But I told you." I'm like, damn, I didn't know you meant that shit literally. Like, like you're gonna get hit by. I thought it was just a regular old grandma warning. She goes, "No, I saw you get hit by a fucking car. You're lucky you're not dead." And everything after that, bro, I took her shit literally. Yeah. One day idea. She said, "Don't leave your house. If you're going to a party, don't leave your house today." I didn't even have to ask why. I told everybody, "Yo, I'm staying home." Yeah. The oracle has spoken. Right. I don't give a fuck if fucking Jennifer Lopez is at the party. I'm staying home. She gonna have to shake that without me.
She would have gave you herpes.
Yeah, she would have.
That's why. Yeah, man.
Imagine she got herpes. That's horrible. Ben Affleck.
Probably. Yeah. Would be surprised. Well, shit, dude. We got to wrap this because I'm starting to feel a little bit shittier than I did when I started.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So it's coming down with a little something.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know what.
Hopefully I don't get it. But worst case, I mean, if they don't work out and we have to redo this.
We'll redo it. No worries, yeah.
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 Just make sure you're not fucking coughing all over me and shit.
No. This should pass probably in a day or so. I gotta get some rest. Yeah. Not to mention the battery's dead on that, I think.
Am I?
The middle one.
Oh. Yeah.
So, well, guys, we're going to wrap it up. So, we'll get it Saturday. We'll try to put this up Saturday. As long as I'm feeling good to edit it, then we'll be good to go. But, yeah.
Worst case, if this doesn't work and we could do this again and just really make it, a little more high energy. Because I also was like, kind of like, So.
I'll look back at it. We'll figure it out.
Well, maybe we could do some more comedy shit.
Yeah. I'm all right with it.
All right.
Until next time.
I'm Ivan Huracan.
I'm not feeling great.
And this is the Dylf Show.